Hello, Heaven. How can I help you?
In the beginning, it was easy to handle all our customers' needs.
Okay, Adam. I see that your social security number is 1, and it looks like you're having trouble with your Apple provider.
But as the population exploded, we've had to get smarter and more efficient. That's why we use Genesys, the easy solution for any growing call center.
Sorry, Corey. I don't think your band is getting signed. Okay. Thanks for calling, Heaven.
Triple confirming, no one noticed your fly was down. No, not even Miguel.
It's easy to deploy quickly to our staff, and like us, it's all cloud-based.
No, your ex-boyfriend already noticed you from across the bar and he doesn't want to talk to you either. Yep, no problem, bye.
That's what I'm saying. She is the one for you. I just gave you a sign. You want another one?
Listen, Chad, most people who win the lottery end up being worse off than the way they were. No worries. All right, thanks for calling. This guy.
Genesys, the easy cloud-based software for all call centers, big or small, that lets customers call, text, or chat anytime.
Hello, everybody. My name is Julian.
And I'm Bart. Are you aware that the future is coming faster to you than you think?
Oh, certainly it is. Are you ready for it?
Good question. COVID took us all a bit by surprise, even though we saw it actually slowly coming.
Indeed. You'd better be ready when everybody's back in business harder and faster than before.
That's a very valid point, Julian. We are currently all in lockdown, but so eager to regain our freedom. So I'm fully convinced that once our freedom is available again, we all will do our utmost best to get back that time we've lost.
Have you already imagined how you would celebrate the victory from COVID?
I can think of a lot of different things, from partying to buying new stuff to do all exciting and fun activities.
And what about work-related matters? I suppose it's up to you to be ready or not for when the world gets a reset. But let's say if you had a business to run, how would you prepare your company for this big bang?
That is fairly straightforward. Think about what your customers would need from you and add a customer expectation layer of empathic, personalized, and fast service to it, knowing that I rather have a good service than a cheap one. Nobody will accept a poor party to celebrate our regained freedom.
I totally agree. Now is the time to act and to get the foundations done for the party that is coming. So once it's there, and it will come, you can easily scale up with the snap of a finger.
The good news is that you're not alone to build that foundation, and we, Genesys, can help you out. So, Julian, can you enlighten our audience about who we are and how we could help them to be ready for their liftoff?
With pleasure, Bart. But before I take you to that introduction, let's first listen to a short message from our CEO, Tony.
Hello, I'm Tony Bates, Genesys CEO. I'd like to thank each of our 11,000 customers around the world for working with Genesys. You know, together we deliver amazing customer experiences that define brands and connect moments into strong customer relationships. Today, personalization is changing customer expectations. We can watch TV, exercise, eat, and shop any way at any time from any place. And in this experience economy, we want the same thing from businesses. Personalization that works for customers. This is the next wave for customer experience. We're committed to enabling you to give your customers the experience they want. We believe this is the moment that determines the future of customer experience. It's our moment, it's your moment, and it's your customer's moment. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm back, and look at me. I'm also wearing a suit. Feels like the old days working in an office, right? Now, if I had a mirror behind me, I swear I'm also wearing pants. Anyway, jokes aside, I found Tony's message very insightful, so now let's move on with our agenda. So you've already met us, Bart Eyer, the account executive, and myself, Julian Daniel Gola, the solution consultant. So let us guide you through today's discussions. I would like to start with the question, who is Genesys? And Genesys, as everybody in this call might know, is a multinational company that sells customer experience and call center technology to mid-sized and large businesses. I would like to start with a question before I continue with my presentation, and that would be what makes us qualified to deliver? Well, Genesys has been on both a business and technology transformation, and here I'm presenting you the business transformation on Genesys. From 2013 to today, we've tripled the size of our business. We've gone from 0% cloud bookings to over 60% cloud bookings. And regarding our customers, we've got from 2.5K to over 11K customers. On the technology transformation, we've gone from 2013 to today, from delivering voice services to multi-experience and omni-channel services, from a rule-based contact center to an AI-power-based contact center, and from twice annual releases and updates to daily releases. The last one that I'm going to touch upon is the research and development, and from 70 million to over 200 million. A very interesting piece of information that I'm going to share is that if we combine the budget of our four most powerful competitors together, we're still investing more in research and development than all these four companies' budget combined. We started 25 years ago, routing voice calls to advisors. And a few years later, we started routing as well emails, faxes, SMS to the most appropriate advisor. And today we've got to integrate with Facebook Messenger, Twitter, WhatsApp, Apple Business Chat, and so on. In other words, a lot of channels, but all of them managed in one handy tool. And this is what we call a real omni-channel. I'm going to present you the most powerful brands nowadays, and that would be this image is showing you the top 100 most powerful brands nowadays. And out of this 100, we are working with 62 to be more precise. And I believe that out of these brands, everybody knows at least 80 to 90% of them. Now, I would like to take you to our experience as a service vision. And what we mean by that is that we all want to be treated as unique and to know that someone has empathy for us and that understands our situation. Experience as a service is our bold vision for all organizations to deliver empathetic customer experiences. So let's start with the customer. Until now, customer experience has been driven in the interest of the organization and not in the interest of the customer. Customers increasingly distrust the organizations that they deal with, and they have indicated in our research that companies could do a lot better. From the organization's perspective, when experience as a service is done well, it is a loyalty creation system. When customers feel that they have been remembered, heard, and understood, then they are much more likely to trust the organization they are contacting, creating trust, which in turn eventually will create loyalty. Now, let's have a look at this picture. The reason why you see this in a loop is because it's never a one and done situation. It's a continuous responsibility to keep the virtuous circle going. Trust and loyalty can be broken by a single thing. And what customers want are highly personalized experiences. And none of this would be possible at scale without the cloud supporting the combination of engagement tools, artificial intelligence, and customer and employee data. Now, starting from the left side, we have the engagement tools. And what I mean by this is that we will bring the power of the engagement. We will offer the means to greet the customer on the channel that they prefer, communicating with respect to the device that they are using. Then on the top, artificial intelligence, it enables us to understand conversations across channels and to choose the best options for the next step. Is it okay to be completed by a robot, or should the customer be routed to an agent? AI predicts when to reach and when not to reach. The other important aspect of this is to be able to support the agent by removing the most repeatable tasks. This will leave more space for human empathy, listening, and understanding. The last one on the right side, we have the customer and employee data. And we can have the best automation in the world, but that is worth nothing if we cannot use it together with historical and third-party data and also behavioral data. Experience as a service requires understanding the context across channels and sources. And an omni-channel has become a must in 2020. The ability to retain history and context across all channels will reduce agent friction. And customers want businesses to know them and to never ask the same question twice. In this slide right here, I would like to draw your attention upon how interactions might start on the left side from the top: phone, web, email, and so on, and how the interactions might end. So as an interaction that might start on the phone, it can easily be transferred in a web interaction or in a chat interaction where it will eventually end. Now, as you can see in this quote from Gartner, over 50% of large companies will fail to unify channels, ending up with siloed solution and disappointed clients. Now, this is exactly what we can propose you. This is our solution, which is a complete omni-channel. It might be voice, it might be a web chat interaction, it might be an interaction based on social channels. We have your back, and we will make sure that you will not ask the same question twice. Moving on to our main star of the day, Genesys Cloud. What is it? Genesys Cloud, it was born differently, right in the cloud from the scratch, not somewhere in a data center and then moved to the cloud. We have between our 5.5K employees, 800 of them are developers, and we have over 20 years of customer experience expertise. Genesys Cloud is a suite of application services based on a distributed cloud architecture built on top of Amazon Web Services with microservices. And we use the AWS services for scalability, flexibility, and availability. And as of today, we believe that we are ahead of our competitors with 2 to 3 years. It's a real cloud solution. And why I'm saying it is because it is based on microservices. As you, as you might know, microservices work independently. The biggest difference between microservices and a monolithical solution is that if one of these services it fails, the others will keep on running. Like in the picture on the right side with the balls right there, each color represents a service. Now, if we were to remove all the red colors, for example, the kid would still be able to play with the other balls. That's exactly how Genesys Cloud works. If one of the services fails, the others will keep on running, compared to the monolithical system where if something goes wrong, everything falls. Another very important information to mention is about the updates. We will not update the whole system at once, but we will do it one by one, compared to the other solution where everything should be stopped in order to be updated. Now, I want to point out that we do not hide anything from our customers. We offer full transparency in terms of availability and updates. And on the left side, we can see the official website of mypurecloud.com with the release notes, where my colleagues are updating on a weekly basis the newest information that we have regarding our product. And in case you would like to check on the Genesys Cloud availability, you can also do that on status.mypurecloud.com, where the availability is divided on each month and also on each region. Now, moving into the next image, as mentioned earlier, thanks to the engagement tools, to customer and employee data, and to artificial intelligence, our vision experience as a service is possible. And on the top of this, we have what we call an ecosystem, a large ecosystem that helps us to become better every day. These are our partners that help us to bring our solution to life and to bring the best service out there. May that be starting from sales to marketing, app Foundry, and so on. This allows us to become better every day. Now, I would like to draw your attention to our app Foundry. As you know, one of the easiest ways to use integration is through the App Foundry. And the App Foundry is like the application store on your mobile device, where you can download all your applications from. So once you have the credentials of a Genesys Cloud license, all you need to do is to go on our website, to click on it, and then the application will be installed within. Let's have a quick look at Genesys Cloud's priorities. First one is security. Our top priority is related to service security. We will always make sure that your company will be safe with us. Second, availability. We will provide accessibility and availability anytime and anywhere. Last, features. Once security and availability are provided, our product management team will focus on improving our existing features and also creating new ones. In terms of privacy and GDPR, well, as mentioned, when it comes to security, you need to know that your data will always be safe with us. We are GDPR certified and nobody but you will have access to your data. As you can see, our security and compliance teams are busy year-round with building and maintaining security controls and going through multiple annual audits. Here is a list of our standards, certifications, and regulations worldwide. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds so that you can check them. Let's move on to our vision forward. In this picture, I can show you that we can offer you exactly what you need. Starting from a particular event, each case will be treated differently. Then, thanks to predictive engagement, chatbots will offer help. We'll choose the next best action, and based on predictive routing, the customer will reach out to the perfect agent, offering assistance and guiding the client towards the desired outcome. This is our CX maturity model. And as you are engaging in discovery, I would like to introduce you to the engagement management model. We would like to take our customers, may that be at random, consistent, or defined. We like to take all of them to a differentiated model. Well, in the following customer story, I would like to quickly touch with you on a couple of the most important features of Genesys Cloud that differentiates us and represent strong points. Here, I am presenting you what we can see both on the top, customer journey, and on the bottom, the employee journey. We'll pass through this journey together so that you better understand the power of an AI-powered contact center. As AI is changing the world, contact centers must get aligned with it. Applying AI will help your business and customers to connect, communicate, and develop a better relationship. I would like you to introduce to Sarah. She has just bought a new car and goes on the company's website to find out if she can bundle her car insurance with her existing house insurance. She begins to fill in the online form but struggles the answers to all questions and navigates away. If G Insurance, the website that Sarah was using, does not do something about it now, they will most probably lose the customer. But thanks to predictive engagement, they will be able to reach out to Sarah in the perfect moment. The G Insurance chatbot introduces itself to Sarah and offers assistance. It replies quickly to Sarah's specific questions and helps her to complete the application form. At the end of the conversation, like many customers, Sarah wants to speak to a real human being, and the bot provides a unique number for her to contact the agent. Behind the scenes, on the employee side, AI makes sure to connect Sarah with the best employee and to provide the agent the necessary historical data to pick up from where the bot left off. While visiting the website, Genesys AI gathers valuable information that will further be used by the agent. Based on these stats, Genesys AI is now able to match the best G Insurance employee with Sarah. Knowing which employee is best to help Sarah is just one part of the equation. G Insurance must also know if that employee is available in that particular moment to talk to Sarah. To meet the expectation of the customer, Genesys AI forecasts demands and schedules appropriately. Going the next one, predictive routing, or how we call it match made in AI heaven. As Sarah prepares to speak to an agent, Genesys Predictive Routing accesses G-Insurance employee profiles and availability to determine who is the best to help Sarah. And it looks like Connor McGann has been chosen to help Sarah. As Sarah is routed to Connor, he immediately sees the full transcript of Sarah's previous chats along with the real transcript of his current conversation with her. He is now ready to help her with her additional questions, gets ready, and picks up the call. Moving on to Agent Assist in real time. Once connected, Sarah begins asking her questions. First questions were easy, so no bother from Connor. However, as the conversation continues, he stumps over some more specific questions. He quickly performs a search. Genesys Agent Assist provides knowledge-based situation suggestions in real time. This gives Connor what he needs to answer to Sarah and to seal the deal. Moving on the top, we're almost done on the customer journey. After their conversation ends, G-Insurance uses a micro app to send the contract to Sarah. She reviews the policy, pays with Apple Pay, signs the contract, and sends it back, all within minutes from her phone. Once done, she takes a moment to rate her experience. So that's one more happy customer for the books. On the bottom side, on the employee journey, Connor has also some work to do on his end. He is now able to see again all information based on Sarah and to provide his feedback. And last but not the least, Sarah's feedback is used right away. This data is added to Connor's employee profile, so he can continue to be matched with the right customers. Additionally, their conversation is added to the always growing data set for G-Insurance interaction analysis. With these analytics, G-Insurance can access insights around quality, compliance, and market trends. And that's it. Genesys AI powers continuous personalized engagement across the entire customer journey, improving customer and employee experiences, efficiency, revenue generation, and overall business performance.
Hey there! So let's kick it off by starting with the visitor on the left side, visiting the GSoul website. On the right, I'm going to give you a peek under the hood of Genesys Predictive Engagement. So we'll start by highlighting this one individual on the left, that happens to be me, and you'll notice something here. As that visitor on the left begins to navigate around and looks at different pages, we're going to see the behavior that's being observed and analyzed. And we're even making predictions about this visitor now that they're unknown. We can see in what part of the world they're located, some technographic information about the devices they're using, and we can even see historical information like previous visits they've had with us. So again, I'm unknown now, but I'll start by adding something to my shopping cart. I've added these batteries, and you'll see now that the system can show what is in the cart, what's the value, what product category. We can even see that they've actually been identified as a particular segment and any other events that have occurred. Like in our case, this cart value has changed from $0 to $216. Before the visitor on the left proceeds to checkout, they may want to log in because maybe they've got stored payment information in the system, and you'll actually see a few things happening now that we've logged in. We know the identity of the visitor. We can see that maybe they're eligible for other communication options, and now that they're logged in, maybe our purchase history or the value of that shopping cart gives us a few more options to communicate that just appeared after I've logged in. So when I proceed back to checkout, you'll see the prediction of checking out is higher, and we're making two predictions here that make sense in our configuration for GSoul for this customer. The visitor in their purchase motion does not know what the discount code is, and before they check out, they're starting to search for it. So maybe they go over and search for discount codes, and we're going to pick up on that search information. And what just happened here on the left is the platform has triggered an automated chat offer. This chat offer is leveraging all of the context from that analysis and the predictions that we're observing under the hood in the platform on the right. As the visitor accepts this chat, they're going to be initially prompted with an intelligent chatbot. So here we might want to say, yes, I've got a question. I'm wondering about shipping availability. And we might get a response back telling us a bit more about this topic. And we could follow up again with a yes, I've got additional questions around that discount code. So that person might also want to talk with an agent, as we see here as well. And when that initial step connecting us to the agent occurs, we're going to answer this interaction. So now I want to show you the agent view. What we've been looking at has been what's happening under the hood, but now as an agent, I have access to what was happening in the shopping cart, maybe previous visits, and the likelihood of an outcome, like, hey, this visitor got very likely to making a purchase and then they abandon. So we can continue to watch while they're thinking about what they're going to say and see what the customer is doing and continue to make predictions on that data. Now, as I hover over as an agent, I've decided that I want to respond with a canned response about discount codes. So I might search through my available canned responses and I find the appropriate one here. I can guide the customer to the right information so that they have the context and the information they need to improve and streamline that process. So now that they have the discount code, they can enter it here as they've got it available to him. And we can see as I'm applying it, I'm proceeding to checkout. So when I do checkout, you'll notice that that outcome is actually achieved. We see the payment has been made, what size of the order it was, and this goes from 99% to 100%. So now we're ready to wrap up. We ask the customer if there's anything else we can help with at the moment, and they might say yes, they've got additional questions about the panels here. The agent has the opportunity to take advantage of that additional conversation. In this case, by creating a lead in our CRM with the Salesforce integration, and we can extend the reach beyond what is just happening on predictive engagement alone. So we create a lead here and we wrap up this interaction, and we now know exactly which wrap-up code to use because we just saw that order was placed. So now that we're done with this interaction, we're ready for the next one. Thanks so much for watching our demonstration on Genesys Predictive Engagement.
So you got to know who Genesys is, what Genesys Cloud is, and you were also introduced to predictive engagement. Isn't that great? But hang in there just a few more minutes. We'll have one more topic to discuss about. I know you've all been very, very eager to reach to this subject, and here it is, integrations. First one, Zoom. There are two things we need to have in mind when we talk about the Zoom integration. First, Zoom meetings, and second, Zoom phone. Regarding Zoom meetings, this is what most our clients think of when we mention Zoom. People rarely think of the telephone integration. Genesys is the only partner to integrate with both Zoom meetings and Zoom phone. Many organizations use Zoom for video meetings and collaboration for both internal employees and external participants. This integration brings together two of the world's best cloud customer experience products by combining the user experience of both platforms into an easy-to-use workflow. The Zoom Meetings integration with Genesys Cloud offers customers who have purchased Zoom's video meeting products the ability to join Zoom personal rooms directly within Genesys Cloud, reducing or eliminating the need to copy and paste meeting room links and simplify work. Genesys Cloud users will also be able to use the /Zoom command in Genesys Cloud Collaborate chat to post their own personal Zoom URL into a one-to-one or group chat. This is what Zoom looks like within Genesys Cloud. All Zoom meetings that you are already very used to, the video capabilities, they can be seen here within Genesys Cloud, as you can already see on the Start toolbar in the bottom side. Next one, Microsoft Teams. Partnership, why? Well, I suppose everybody knows that Microsoft and Genesys want to expand their partnership in order to help enterprises to seize the power of the cloud for better customer experiences. And this partnership started in January 2020. MS Teams is an integrated customer experience and collaboration solution. It enables the back office and front office workers to collaborate seamlessly in the Genesys Cloud desktop. Microsoft announced in 2017 that Skype for Business would eventually be replaced by Microsoft Teams as the go-to product for business communication, including telephony and collaboration. Since then, Microsoft has continued to iterate and enhance Microsoft Teams features. Skype for Business deprecation date will come eventually in July 2021. Genesys will still support that integration in the meantime. Now, moving into the next image, on the left side, we can see what the directory sync and search look like within Genesys Cloud. As you can see on the top, there is a small icon next to which is written the word people. And right beneath that, we have the keyword job. Now, once you're looking for this specific colleague of yours called Joff, you will see that the first one, marked in green, has the status available and has as well an image in his profile picture. The next one, called Joffrey, we can see that he's offline, but next to his image, there is a small t that stands for Teams. In this way, you'll be able to see within Genesys Cloud who is a Genesys Cloud user and who is a Microsoft Teams user. On the right side, you can see a very nice division between Genesys Cloud and Teams in terms of call transferring. By clicking on either the first icon, the Genesys logo, or the Teams logo, you'll be able to look for the colleague working on either of the two platforms before you do a transfer. Now, I'm going to show you a quick demo of Microsoft Teams and Genesys Cloud, into which the client is going to call to Genesys Cloud. The agent is not able to help him and will decide to transfer him to Chris Allen. Chris Allen, who is using Microsoft Teams. I want to draw your attention on two things. First one, you will see, as in the previous image, the distinction between call transferring on Genesys Cloud and on Microsoft Teams. And the second one is related to status sync done live within Teams. So you'll see that the presence of Chris Allen will change on both Microsoft Teams and Genesys Cloud. So let's watch this together. So on the left side, we have Genesys Cloud, and on the right side, we have Microsoft Teams. We have just ended another interaction on Genesys Cloud. We are set on queue, waiting for a new interaction to come. And there it is. We are picking up the call, and then we'll like to send our customer to another colleague who will be able to help him. We'll see that Chris Allen, who's working on Teams, was busy, but now he just set himself as available. Doing another search in Genesys Cloud, we can see that it was a live sync in terms of the agent status. I decide that I'm not able to help this client, and I'm going to transfer him to Chris Allen. Chris picks up the interaction, and the interaction ends on my end on Genesys Cloud. Thank you for watching. Bart, are you still there?
Yes, of course. That was very insightful. Thank you for that, Julian. Now I'm eager to support people in their cloud journey and hope you all enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching.
Hello, heaven.
Welcome to heaven, the original call center.
It's just heartburn, Gustavo. Okay?
I'm sure you're wondering how we handle the call volume we get every day. Well, we use Genesys. It's easy to use call center software, lets customers call, text, or chat anytime.
Gary, face it, your hair is never growing back. It's Gary, again.
Genesys, the easy cloud-based software for all call centers, big or